All right, let's look at what happens if we multiply a function by a constant. How does that affect the derivative? All right, I'm going to just use the definition of a derivative in order to show you what happens here. So g prime, I've defined g of x to be the constant multiple of f of x. And we're going to look at g prime of x. So I'm going to take the limit as h approaches 0 of c times, okay, and I'm doing f of x plus h, right? So f of x plus h. I'm just replacing x with x plus h, and then I'm going to subtract. Again, my function is c f of x, right? And then I'm dividing by h, right? That's just the definition of the derivative, except now I'm using c times f of x as my function. All right, so let's simplify this a little bit. You can see that we have a a common factor of c. So let me rewrite this as the limit as h goes to 0. I'm going to factor out that c. c times f of x plus h minus f of x all over h. Oops, h, and I need another parenthesis here. Okay, so I've just factored out the c, and I can actually pull that all the way out of the limit, right? This is essentially like c over 1 times this fraction, right? That would be the same thing, but it doesn't vary with h, so I can actually pull it out and make it c times the limit as h of c times all of this, oops, c times all of this limit as h goes to 0 of f of x plus h minus f of x all over h, right? And that thing in square brackets, right, that is f prime of x. So we end up with c times f prime of x, okay? So the derivative of a constant multiple of a function is just the constant multiple times the derivative of the function. So I can write it this way: dx of c f of x is equal to c times f prime of x. Okay, and that works for any function, right? So now I have a general rule for the constant multiple of a function, right? The derivative of a constant multiple of a function is the constant multiple times the derivative of the function. And there we go. So I've got another derivative rule that I want to show you in the next example, and then we'll do some more practicing.